Good morning, students. In yesterday's class, we started with the story Upper Division Love by Manohar Malkonkar. Yesterday, we took the first part of the story, and as you remember, I told you when the story begins, the lower division clerk is excessively in love with the heroine Sundarbala, and he's so much so in love with Sundarbala that just to see her, he stops at the bus stand to look at the poster. And his luck strikes when once in a shop he meets Sundarbala face to face. That is the first turning point of the story, where he happens to pass on the sunglasses to the heroine and she smiles saying thank you. The smile which Sundarbala gives to the lower division clerk has a multiple effect. It is like a pinball game. And after this particular incident, the clerk is so much madly in love with Sundarbala that before going to his office, he stands at the gate of the studio to just catch a glimpse of Sundarbala. So this routine happens every day with the clerk, that before going to the office, he stands at the gate, watches Sundarbala come in, and when she gets into the studio, he proceeds to his office. One day he is called by somebody from inside the studio that can you act and can you speak? Nothing to beat it. The clerk is highly happy because he has been granted a boon by God. He is supposed to act in the film in which his favorite heroine is there. Though he has to perform and act, he has to be the character that is a villain, and he has to snatch the beads which are there in the neck of Sundarbala, to snatch them, and then the hero enters and the hero has to give him a slight punch, and the lower division clerk has to pretend that he has fallen. But the reality is that when the scene is enacted, the clerk, when he tries to pull away the necklace of the heroine's neck, it doesn't come out. He keeps on pulling it by applying all the force, and the result is that the heroine, she develops a lot of marks on her neck. And when the scene of the hero comes, that is Ramakant comes, where he was supposed to give a slight punch to the lower division clerk so that he pretends and falls, that is so real that Ramakant actually punches him so hard that the clerk doesn't realize that he has to pretend. He falls down as if a tree has been cut down. At that particular point of time in the story, both Ramakant and Sundarbala, they have a hearty laugh, making and poking fun at the lower division clerk, where Sundarbala says that he is always eyeing me. She says to Ramakant that this particular man is always looking at me and he is eyeing me. This is the punishment that he was given. So yesterday we finished with this part of the story. Now to proceed further. Once the lower division clerk has been hurt by the behavior of Sundarbala and Ramakant, he plans a revenge. Now, just for your remembrance, let me tell you that the lower division clerk was given two kinds of role in the film. The first role that he was given was that of a villain, where he had to pull the necklace from the heroine's neck. And the second was that he had to drive a van in which the hero was handcuffed, and just take the van out of the film studio and stop right away at the gate. Now to take the revenge on Sundarbala and Ramakant, the lower division clerk takes the help of his friend, who is the Sardar. He goes to his home and they think of some revenge. The revenge is that the director of the film is very particular about the love scene that is to be shot between Sundarbala and Ramakant in the outdoors. So there is a particular place assigned for that love scene to take place, and the lower division clerk, with the help of his friend, they take the bike, which is a bullet without the silencer. And when the love scene is shot, which the director wants, between the perfect lights of 2 to 4, the scene is about to begin in the outdoors. And then suddenly, when the scene is being shot, there is a Sardar passing away on a bullet. Right where the scene is shot, and with the silencer gone. So there is a lot of as writer writes down, fut 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 tra 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 tra. This is the sound of the bullet without the silencer. And the director of the film has to order cut cut. Because the tender love scene of the movie cannot be, the shooting cannot take place with a lot of sound coming from the background. So second time again the scene is to be shot. Again the hero and the heroine get together and they are to particularly act that scene. And again 30 seconds later the same man on the same bike passes through that particular area with the same tra 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 fut 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 fut. The director is so irritated. He is so much annoyed with the fact that this continues. Finally, he decides that this love scene be shot with this kind of thing only, and then the noise was altered at the later part of the story. Now, after this, Sundarbala leaves, and Ramakant had to finish his final scene, and they had decided to meet at a particular event in the evening where Sundarbala was supposed to share a seat next to the minister. Now the second part of the revenge by the clerk. This is the first part of the revenge where he successfully destroys the tender love scene between the hero and the heroine. Now to the second part of the revenge. In this last scene of the story, in the last scene of the movie, the lower division clerk has to act as a driver, and he has to drive away the van in which the hero, that is Ramakant, is handcuffed behind. He has to just drive through the studios, take them out of the gate and just stop right in front of the gate once the scene is finished. So the lower division clerk, he very silently, without giving any kind of emotion, without depicting any kind of annoyance or whatever feeling he had harbored in his heart, enacts the scene. He drives the van, takes away the hero who is handcuffed inside, slowly out of the studios, and when he was asked to stop outside the studios, instead of stopping outside the gate of the studios, he continues to drive. And from the back of the van, the Ramakant, the hero, is handcuffed. He is not in a position to move away. He is not in a position to run away. He keeps on using slang and irritating by saying cuss words to the lower division clerk, but he is not perturbed. He keeps on driving the van for an hour, takes to a remote place. He stops there, the clerk stops the van there, smokes a cigarette, relaxes, and then he purchases a can of paint and a brush. And at the end of the van, he writes, "Dangerous lunatic, keep away." Lunatic is a madman. So with the paint and with the brush, he inscribes those letters in the van, "Dangerous lunatic, keep away." And then he drives the van back to the city and stops at that particular place where the function was supposed to take place, in which Sundarbala had to share the seat next to the minister. But before coming to the function, Sundarbala had asked Ramakant to collect her so that both of them can come together for the function. Sundarbala, the story doesn't depict, must have been ready at her home waiting for Ramakant to turn up, and Ramakant, because of the revenge by the lower division clerk, he is imprisoned in the van, and the van is brought by the lower division clerk to the same spot where the function is about to happen, and the van is parked right behind the car of the minister. He just leaves the van there, moves away from the van, and suddenly when he looks back, he notices that there are a lot of people gathering around the van, probably because of the man who has been shouting from inside and because of the inscription that has been written on the van. So the matter finishes here. It is assumed that Sundarbala did not attend the function, and what happened to Ramakant, that is left for the readers to guess. Everybody knows what would have happened to him. And the next morning, when the papers are out, everybody can see the face of a new heroine sitting next to the minister. It's not Sundarbala, it's Sheelamati. And Manohar Malgomkar finishes the story with a very nice ending where he says that when the lower division clerks looks at the photograph in the newspaper, He is intoxicated, he is fascinated again by the new heroine, that is Sheelamati. And he says that the studios of Sheelamati are behind the botanical gardens, which are on his way to the office. So the story, the upper division love, is as the writer has indicated in one single line in the story, that the lower division clerk should not have higher division aspirations. This is exactly what happens in the story. The story is a story of inspiration, story of success, story of love, story of infatuation, and also a story of revenge. How the lower division clerk falls in love with the heroine, which he shouldn't have done at the first place, because there is a lot of gap between the status of the lower division clerk and the heroine. Actually, he had no right to fall in love with the heroine, but still he does. And the repercussions and the aftermath of that was seen by the clerk, and the revenge that he takes upon heroine is also, a succession of that particular incident and episodes that happened with him. So when the story finishes, the readers are again made to understand that probably the clerk has not given up hopes of life, and now he wishes to pursue Sheelamati instead of Sundarbala. So this is the explanation of the story. Since we do not take the story line to line and word to word, this is just a brief recap of the story. And in tomorrow's class, we are going to take up the summary of the story. Thank you, students.